In this video, I'm going to be talking about why I don't buy silver right now. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification click. That way you get updated with any new content. And just a quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy talking about precious metals and collectibles. So let's just make sure we get that out of the way. So recently I posted a video showing off my entire collection of not just silver and gold, but also collectibles, comic books, Garbage Pail Kids, Magic the Gathering cards, and I'll put a link to that video right up there for you to check out when you get the opportunity. Lately, though, I've noticed that my intake of silver has been a lot less than what I normally have been doing. Now, back in December of 2020, right before we got into 2021, I and many other people within the stacking community posted videos talking about our stacking strategies for 2021. I said that I would be leaning more towards gold and would be doing a lot less silver. I also think I said that I would be stacking more constitutional silver as well. I can tell you right now, within a matter of a couple of weeks, a few weeks, I stopped with the whole stacking of the constitutional silver. One main reason is that while the coins are beautiful and all, I don't really care to stack constitutional silver. If I'm going to stack precious metals, it's either going to be pure silver or pure gold. I was trying to stack some of that constitutional silver because you do hear a lot of people within the community talk about the SHTF scenarios, which, is really most likely not going to happen. I'm one of the very few within the stacking community who is not an alarmist. I'm not a doom and gloomer. There are many channels within the stacking community who are all doom and gloom, and they push this whole mentality of the dollar is going to collapse, and the only thing that's going to be able to save you is your silver, your gold, and your ammo. I'm not one of those people. Even though those videos get tons and tons of views because it pushes that fear and it's addicting, I don't subscribe to that idea, and I'm not going to put out videos talking about something that I don't believe in. And some of those channels, some do believe in that happening and others don't. But anyway, I digress. So what's going on? Why have I not been stacking silver? I'm not buying silver right now to stack because of a couple of reasons. If you look at the historical prices of silver and gold, I will agree with many of people who made the argument that silver has a lot more upside potential, that silver has more room to grow, that silver's all-time highs back in, 2008, hit around $48, and we're still not at 30 just yet, so there's plenty of potential for silver to take off. There's also people that are saying gold hit its all-time high of a little over $2,000 a few months back, and we are still kind of hovering right around that. So, there's not much upside potential right now for gold. I disagree with that. I do agree with the idea that silver has more growth potential, but when it comes to gold, yeah, its all-time highs were $2,000 and change not too long ago, but what's to say that it doesn't break through and go even higher, right? A lot of people have been predicting that gold is going to hit around $2,400 by the end of the year. I don't have a crystal ball, so I really have no way of knowing. I do have many interviews with various CEOs and traders and analysts who do get into the meat and potatoes and the nitty-gritty of all of that, and I don't really understand all that well. I'm more of like a generalist. I'm kind of like an everyday guy that stacks it because I believe in precious metals and I like to have it and I like to collect it because in my opinion, it's a great insurance policy and it's a nice way to save money. It's a heck of a lot more pretty to look at than it is looking at digits in a bank account. The other reason I'm not buying silver though too is because I do still think that the premiums over spot are too high. Now I understand that the physical silver market is different than the paper market, right? I totally get that. But I still am very much used to buying silver eagles for around $19-21 per coin. Right now, they're going for $41, give or take. Some places you might be able to get them for 36, 37 if you're lucky. But I don't buy silver to stack right now because I do find that the premiums over spot are still a little bit too high, at least for me. Now, some are going to make the argument, well, you're buying these comic books now, which are extremely expensive. What the heck are you talking about? And that is true. I have been buying high premium slabbed and graded comic books lately for another couple of reasons. So that's one reason that, like, that money that normally I'd be stacking towards possibly silver or more gold, I have been buying more of these high-end collectibles. The market for the high-end collectibles right now is on fire. And I am not only just a bullion dealer, but I do buy and sell collectibles, especially high-end and raw comic books. Now, this comic book I bought recently, I got for under $5,000, which in my opinion was a great buy. And there's people that are big into this world of comic books who agree that that was a good purchase. Comic books are going to just, like that and other key issues, are going to continue to go up in value. So I wanted to get them now because those prices, yeah, they may pull back some, but they're going to also continue to rise. Now, going back to the silver, the other thing I dislike about silver is just how cumbersome it is. I have found myself to be more of a gold stacker now. I kind of viewed silver as almost like the gateway into gold. I started out stacking precious metals. I had 4 ounces of gold that I bought in the mid 2000s, and then I ended up buying some silver just a few years ago, and I was buying the generic silver, like the buffaloes and the bars and whatever I was able to get lowest to spot. And then I started to kind of move on from that because it got boring. I was buying eagles and I was buying high premium silver coins, and then I started to flip those for profit, and I was able to sell off a bulk of my collection. I kept just some things that I really, really enjoy, but I did sell off the major bulk of my collection at tremendous profits. And I took those profits and I put them into gold, and I continue to do this. I'm going to continue to do this. In fact, I haven't bought any silver eagles for my stack at all this year. I had some opportunities to buy American silver eagles relatively cheaply, and I did buy some, but then I ended up selling them. But right now, for me, my personal situation, I am not stacking silver. I am buying it to flip it. Gold is what I am stacking, and I will be completely honest with you, I do not see myself buying more silver to stack anymore. Unless silver comes down quite a bit, maybe I'll buy a little bit here or there, but I'm not going to really be buying silver for stacking anymore. Something could change obviously along the way, and a few months from now my opinion on it might change, but here we are in June, approaching July. So what are we, like 6 months into the year? And I've been sticking with my goal of stacking relatively more gold. In fact, I've been doing it exclusively. The other thing I've been doing too is I've been stacking more fiat. No, this is not 20s wrapped around ones. This is real, because I know there's going to be a couple people that are going to be saying, oh, nice, you're putting a $20 bill over a whole bunch of ones. No, this is real, and I've been stacking fiat because, to be honest with you, I think people should have some fiat cash on hand in case of emergency. I do have bills even smaller than 20s in case of emergency. I think you should have 1s, 5s, and 10s on hand, just because if there's ever like a power outage and you're going to need to buy some items, and whoever or whatever store you're buying from is unable to make change, you're going to want to make sure that you have 1s, 5s, and 10s, small bills. But I have been stacking fiat just because I feel that part of my overall stack wasn't strong enough. So I'm going to continue to be buying gold. I'm going to continue to be buying high-end graded comics and building up that part of the inventory of my business. And I will continue to be stacking fiat. But in terms of stacking silver, I am definitely pausing on that. I am buying lots of silver, mainly just to flip it, but that's it. So let us know, what are you doing? Are you stacking silver hard? Are you stacking gold? Are you stacking fiat? What is it that you are doing? Comment down below. Tell me how stupid I'm being by buying the high-end comic books, even though they are returning a lot of money on my initial investment. But let me know what it is that you are stacking, why you're doing it, and yeah, long live the empire. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the empire.